Go.
Hello friends, our project is classification of hoax and non-hoax news articles using deep learning. Nowadays, most of the people using internet because it is cheap and easy to access, but it leads to the spread of misinformation, which is called fake news or the hoax news. For classifying whether the news article is hoax or non-hoax, we are using the deep learning techniques such as convolutional neural network, LSTM, and the bidirectional LSTM and the deep CNN. We are for the training purpose we are taking the data sets. First data set contains Philippines article in the Filipino language with two columns, label and the article, in which we contain 3206 samples. We equally shared for hoax and non-hoax.
Continuing with the workflow, we implemented two options, that is the CNN and the RNN. As we know, CNN and RNN are usually used for image classification, but here we use them for text classification due to the increasing use of word embedding. In our case, we use GloVe as our word embedding device. GloVe is basically a pre-trained word embedding model. Now, how GloVe works, I'll explain you through the workflow of our model. So initially we had data sets with the labels and the articles. With the pre-processing, we moved on to the tokenization. Now what is tokenization? I'll explain you that with an example. So if you have a sentence, suppose the is a word in my sentence. So in tokenization process, suppose my the is replaced with a integer, that is 7. So whenever the word the again comes in the sentence, it will be replaced by 7, and same for all the words. That is, it will give a unique integer value to all unique words. So now what word embedding does is, word embedding tries to classify these words using the tokens which we have already assigned to them. And why we use GloVe has another reason. As Chandralekha already told, our dataset was in Philippines language. So GloVe also contains GloVe also helps includes the words of Philippines language as well. So apart from that, then the next process was to build the model and the train model, and then the classification process itself. So now the classification model, I'll explain you about the CNN and the deep CNN model. So first, CNN model was the basic CNN which we usually implement. That's not a big deal.
Now coming on to the fourth and the final model, it's the dense or the deep CNN which we implemented. We tried to increase the convolutional or the dense layers in our model. So it is kind of a model which we played around with in our way. It's a completely new model. That's why we called it a dense CNN. So in this case, we added the filter sizes here. The filter sizes is an array of 3 integers, that is 3, 4, and 5. Not necessarily, like the values are not compulsory, but we choose the 3, 4, 5. Which is used here. So basically we added 3 convolutional layers here. Apart from that, we also added the dense layers in our original CNN model. This the thing which this did is increase the complexity or the density of our model, helping to improve the training of the data sets. As the models as the layers increase, the training becomes more efficient, and it came out true. The accuracy increased to 96% on the same data set. We also tried to run this model on a different data set as well, which gave the accuracy of 97%, which also proved that this model is consistent as well.
In addition to convolutional neural network, we are using long short-term memory in our project. The reason why we are using long short-term memory is that it rectifies the problem of exploding gradient and vanishing gradient problem in convolutional neural network and recurrent neural network. It is giving an accuracy of 92% with the Filipino language dataset. And as an extension, we are using bidirectional LSTM in our project also. The reason why we are using bidirectional LSTM is that it uses a technique of full learning technique, which uses the past and the present data to train on the model, and it is giving an accuracy of 94% with the Filipino language dataset.
After running deep learning techniques for 25 epochs, we are getting results like this, and these are the 4 graphs which we get. This is for validation loss, training accuracy, and the validation accuracy. As you can see here, blue line indicates LSTM and orange line indicates by LSTM. Green is for CNN and red is for deep CNN. Let's move into the results. This is what we get for the data set 1. We are getting the best training accuracy of 96.25 for Deep CNN for the Filipino language dataset. And moving on to the dataset 2, we are getting the best accuracy of 97.37 for Deep CNN network. This is for the dataset 2. From our results, we can conclude that we are getting better results for deep learning techniques compared to the current machine learning techniques for text classification, and we are getting better accuracies for DCNN model compared to the other models, and we are getting promising results and consistent over the 2 datasets which we have trained. Last but not the least, we are gonna thank our mentors Nisha ma'am and Rohit sir for leading us to the correct path. Thank you.